Morning, people. Well, if people are not getting this, you really need to wake up and smell the coffee fee because I'm absolutely shattered. I do need a holiday after this. I've had 5 hours sleep. I'm not even American, and it's a lot of this Q stuff is American, but obviously we know about it over here. But I've been trying to get stuff out like a lot of us are, and there's certain channels that I go on that I do love, but they're not waking up to what people are trying to say because they see it. And I'm not knocking it because I do like that channel, but they're not waking up to what people are shouting out in chat. I have been shouting it and shouting it for 3 days. I've done my videos, the people watching are going up because people are starting to think maybe, you've got to think why. Um, the reason why I think some channels are not bringing it up, even though I have gone to Discord and plastered loads of information there, no one is putting it up to even look at it. We are supposed to research. Q has been missing for about 2 weeks. We know he's gone quiet. We know why. You're supposed to be researching. No one is looking at the last post properly, which I'm going to go over again. This isn't a long video. Hi, Jamie. It's not a long video. It's just to get this point across. This is massive, which I did touch last night, but I need you to go and research people. I believe the reason why they're not looking is because on their show they've had someone called Jerome Causey who was on the Q thing and that and the other. Then we didn't know if he was really doing it for the right reasons, if it was money and selling a book. And then we had was it Eye in the Sky on Twitter and this that and the other, people who are trying to maybe put truth out there, but like making you look over in another direction and not really what's going on. So I can understand why these people might not want to bring this up on their show because I think they're worried that what if it's another farce. Now, I did say yesterday, if it's not real, fair enough, but the amount of evidence and proof people that is out there and everyone's reporting on it or beginning to, you can't deny it. It's in the film The Plan to Save the World. At the beginning of The Plan to Save the World, the film, you can go and watch that if you haven't already. I've told you to go and watch it. They go on about criminals at the beginning, and when someone gets murdered and they draw around your body and they put little pegs out, them little markers out with numbers on. The markers on there were. Hello, I'm on YouTube. No, I'm on YouTube talking and you're on the phone. All right, bye. Yeah, my dad's just watching another video telling me to go to watch, which I have wrote it down, but I've not watched it yet. But where was that now? I got distracted. Someone remind me what I was just saying. I don't know what I was just saying then. Yeah, so they don't want to put someone on their channel who obviously they're scared that it might be, not real or fake or whatever, because there are people that are doing that, but there's enough, the Q, the Plan to Save the World, when you have the little plastic things up with numbers on, where someone was that's been murdered, a scene of a crime, the numbers are 3, 6, and 9. That adds up to who is R? Well, we're saying it is JFK Jr. And the biggest piece of proof out there, there's loads of it, but the biggest piece of proof, I've done the same with mentioning it in Q. No one's listening because I think they're worried. They're just thinking it's a farce to take you off the subject. But what I don't understand with people is, I said I'll come on this channel in the end if it isn't right and say it's not right, is people who follow Q, if you don't, you might not get it. If you follow Q and you know a lot of the backstory of Hillary Obama and all that sort of stuff that's going on globally with, everywhere, it's in the UK as well, guys, with all the satanical stuff and Hollywood and whatever you want to call it. If you can believe all that, why can't you believe for 1 minute, think outside the box? Because Q did tell us to expand your thinking. Yes, you need critical thinking, because I went on this channel and I think they were basically trying to tell me critical thinking. Because my name's Dolly Daydream, I don't know what I'm talking about. You've got to expand your thinking outside the box. Yes, we need critical thinking, but why can't you think? You can believe all that about what's been going on, but you cannot for 1 minute. I'm not stopping either way, but exactly. You cannot for 1 minute think, why would JFK Jr. fake his death? For what reason would JF Kennedy Jr. fake his death? Hello, wake up. Yes, it's been 19 years, and yes, he would be, I think it was last week, 58, but hello, you don't just come out with a plan and go, I've got a plan, let's bring it out next week. So as soon as they said JF Kennedy had died, he'd come out about a month later. No, it's been in the plan. Yes, people have got hurt. Yes, people have died. They've got to gather all this information because it's not just going to come out to America. It's got to come out to the world, and the world has got to believe it. Yeah, my dad said, true reporting on YouTube make physical link between our post and Q post, and it's true as in t.r.u and then reporting, as well as the Mile High podcast. And if anyone couldn't find that, when the Mile High podcast comes on YouTube, it's a load of different ones. You have to go scroll right through it, and you'll see it with is it Reddit the Frog or whatever it is, the froggy face picture on it saying JFK Jr. But this is what I'm going to show you again, right? There's a video out there. I've put it on Discord. No one wants to know. So the video is of a Trump rally, and I'm going to bring the pictures up. Now, before I bring that up, I did say yesterday, the last Q post said, go and research, the very last Pew, keep saying that, Q post said, at the bottom, I'm going to read it out again. Think mirror, right? Look there, or here in Killbox, or there. Truth is behind you. Remember, truth is behind you, okay? Truth is behind you, right? Then I asked you to go and watch, and it's out there on YouTube, JFK Jr.'s last public interview, when, I can't remember what the lady's called, Katie or something, says to him, if you think mirror, it's swapped round the other way around. Instead of saying, look there or here, she says, there's a show called Look Here, We're Gonna Look There. JFK Jr. turns around to look at the telly because the truth is behind you, right? Just think about that for 1 minute. Now, think truth is behind you. You ready for this one? Let me get my pictures ready. Right. The Trump rally. I can't look in chat a minute. I will in a minute. It's just because I need to get this out. The Trump rally. Everyone's seeing these pictures going, oh, it's a picture of this guy called Vincent. What did we say his name was? Vincent Fucas or something. Anyway, there's the picture. This is on the video. There's Melania. There is JFK Jr., guys. JFK Jr. and his wife. What does it say? Women for truth. Underneath it, you can't really see on this picture, it says Ruby with an R. The R is right under this guy's head, right? He's got glasses on and a hat on and long hair. And it says Ruby Cute because his wife's cat is called Ruby. The R is under this guy. He has pictures in his hands. What are the pictures of? Well, it's the Trump mobile. The Trump mobile, right? Now let's go to the Trump mobile pictures. So I'm sure someone's put a video out with this where it looks like a white van or not a van. It is, this is all over Twitter, by the way. It isn't, oh, it is a white van, but it's got stars and stripes in it. I'm about to show you the van, right? Here's pictures of people. Here's him again, this guy, Vincent. There's his van, it says Trump on it, right? Trump on it. He's doing all this stuff, right? Let's get to the good bit. You ready for this one? I didn't even notice this at first, but I did say it yesterday. By the way, we had the little piece of information someone's put out on it where he was talking about where he lost his van before I get to the good bit. Vincent Fusco, whatever his name is, has lost his Trumpmobile. He'd driven it from his home in Churchill into the grey heart of Washington, D.C. And Mr. Fusco, sorry if I'm getting that name wrong, now stood on the corner of the 18th Street. 18, what's 18? Ah, the 18th Street, there's 18 again, and Pennsylvania Avenue in his blue suit and black fedora, his hat, trying to remember where the hell he'd parked. The guy in the picture holding the pictures has got a fedora on. It's the same guy in the picture. They're trying to make out it's someone else, but listen, I made a left on the 18th. So I came down the 18th. I'm so disorientated right now. There's your 18. Wait for it, guys. I zoomed in on the van, and what does the license plate say, guys? Write this down. It says ZJF 5898. I said this yesterday. Let's do the breakdown. What is this guy trying to say, people? He's pointing to himself and he's behind Trump. Look behind you. The truth is behind you. Oh my God, does anybody get it? So let's do the breakdown. Let's do the breakdown of this, where is it? Oh, apparently there's a breakdown on Vincent's name as well. Right, let's do the number plate. Are you ready? Z. This is numerology. So if you don't know about numerology, it's numerology. People have worked this out. I've written it down. Right, Z. If you do the numerology. Oh, hiya. Hang on. So let me get my, where is it? Could even show you. Where is it? Where is it? Right. Right, hang on, I don't know if I've wrote this down wrong. Have I wrote this down wrong? Oh, no, I haven't. Yeah, so Z is 26. So how you do the numerology is you break the biggest number down. So the 2 and the 6, you split. So it's 2 add 6. 2 add 6 is 8, right? Just remember that number a minute. Number 8. I won't go into that. I did yesterday, but I won't go into that. So the first number of Z is 8. The next one, I know this is back to front, guys, is JF. JF. Right? Which obviously is standing for JFK Jr. Then you've got, sorry, I'm still half asleep with my 5 hours sleep. Then you've got 58. If he's alive, he'd be 58 now, right? That's his age, 58 years old. And I think it would have been his birthday last week. The 98, what does that stand for, guys? Well, let's add 9 and 8 up. What does 9 and 8 come to? 17. Q's trying to tell you something along with R. Let's go back to the Z. What does the Z stand for? Well, I bet I've not got a piece of paper on me. Z, apparently, if we're getting a bit biblical, is, apparently in the Bible, I don't know where it is, my dad just told me, but 8, the number, Bible signifies resurrection and regeneration. So basically, if 8 stands for resurrection, the resurrection of JFK Jr. He's 58 years old, says Q. Oh my God, does anybody get it? Hello? Hello? Yeah, look what my dad's saying there. Let me see if I've got any other pictures. No one is looking at these pictures properly. That is his wife. Oh my God, her mouth. Why can no one see it? He will look different because he's got stubble, he's got long hair. Remember, guys, they've aged. They're not as young as they were. I don't understand why people are not looking at it. And even if it wasn't real and someone's made all this up, there's loads of proof about the letter R and 18, all in the pew, I keep saying that, all in the Q posts. It's all in the past. Look behind you. But what I'm trying to say is, this guy, if you've seen the video, let me show you again. In the video, for you all to see, is, there's Melania, there's his wife, there's JFK Jr. with the R pointing to him. Obviously, someone's put that line on. He's showing you his van because he's trying to get you to go to the van. It's a Trumpmobile. He said he doesn't know where he parked it. He parked it on the 18th Avenue somewhere, but he shows you the pictures that you can see of the car because it's out, the Trumpmobile. It's out there. He's pointing to his driving, license plate, which is telling you, he's telling you who it is. He's signalling to you. Yeah, obviously they're not going to be in any Trump rallies now because the cabal are going to know, aren't they? Because it's like all out there. He is signalling. It is behind you. It says in the Q post. It says in the last Q post. I will say it again. It says it in the last Q post. Oh. Truth is behind you. Who is stood behind? Well, it's Melania at the minute, but Trump was there. Who is stood behind President Trump when he comes on? He turns round and looks at them and they're smiling their heads off. The truth is behind you. It's in the last Q drop. What does nobody not get? Oh my God, people. You know what I mean? There's too much stuff reporting on it now. There's too many R's everywhere. If you do numerology, there's loads of it in the Q post. People need to go back and research. That's why I said no one's listening on the other channel, because I just don't think they want to believe it. But they're not even researching it. They're just thinking it's a farce. Someone said, oh, everyone's going off one picture of this guy. No, there isn't just one picture. There's loads. You cannot deny. There's another picture of him. Remember, he's 58 now, people. His hair's longer. He's got glasses and a hat on. He said he was wearing his, what do you call it? Fed, I don't know what the hat's called, on the 18th Street. But you need to go and watch these videos and see yourself. Hair stood up. Even if you can't think it's him because he's got facial hair and you can't see properly, look at her. Oh my God. President John F. Look at his burial site. It's a Q. I know it's the wrong way around. What are people not getting? There's the guy again. Look at his mouth, how square his lips are underneath. I've said this. If you actually analyse it yourself, you don't need facial recognition to know. There's President Trump, right? The guy is stood behind him. The truth is behind you. Oh my God, he's pointing out to his van people. Look at the fella staring in. Yeah, we don't know who he is staring in the camera, but I think it's like, might be security, might be like, haha, we see you, because you know what fake news are like. What else was on here? There's a post here, but I'm not quite getting it. This one, if anyone's seen it. Well, I am getting it, but I can't explain it. Where it says, in 1909, which is going back to the, I'm going to read it out, guys, because obviously nobody's listening. Well, some people are listening, but right, let me get another picture of her. That's undeniable. You can tell by the corner of her mouth. If people aren't looking at these pictures thinking, oh, well, yeah, no, I'm not having it. I am not having it. Let me see. It would blow it right out the water. You'd need new eyes to see. That smile is the same smile. That nose is the same nose. I don't know how people can't not look at her. She's got a cap pulled over her eyes. Why are people not thinking? Yeah, why are people not thinking? Well, why would he? I'll tell you why. I'll read it out again, shall I? And this is why I think some people of a religious thing don't want to believe it. But I'm going to read it out again, people. It says on the Q post, 1909. This was in this was out there. It says, I'm going to read it. In 1909, now listen. This is in the video, so people have heard it. This is JFK Jr. talking. It's him talking. Listen, it's him talking. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on. And by the way, I'm going to read this as it is. So if it sounds like there's a spelling mistake, that's how it's put. We know Q put stuff out like that. Exactly, he's alive. So are we listening? I'm just going to read it and then I'll look at chat. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on. First to the Bilderbergs. Then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here, full stop. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust, and began to build the plan. By the way, does this sound like Q, the plan to save the world, the guy talking at the beginning? Hello, right? Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase, people. Q's gone quiet. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. trying to prepare you for what's coming. You are one. And where we go one, we go all. I just wrote this down, it's out there. Who's talking? Who's that talking about? Whose life got destroyed in 1909? We lost everything. My father caught on. Who got killed? JF Kennedy got killed. That is JFK Jr. talking, people. Q post, Red Sparrow, numerology, Sparrow 38, Red 18. 18 is our age 38. And it's gone off again. Age 38, aged when he died. He was 38, he's 58 now. What does the number plates, the license plate on the back of the van say? And it said in the last post, no one's researching on certain channels. The truth is behind you. He's right behind Trump, plain as day to see, and people can't see it, with an R under his head. That is definitely his wife. No matter what anyone says, that is definitely his wife. She had that smile. That is her nose. Remember, it's 19 years on. Some people might say, well, you know, why is it 19 years on? They could have stopped this ages ago. No, it's not just Hillary. It's not just Hillary on her own doing stuff. They have lots of people around them, as we know. It's deep. We know it runs everywhere. It's global as well. So they've got to go up from the bottom up to the top. So it had to be a long time coming out. And they've got to gather all the information and all the proof and all the info on things that they can bring it all out, because he is going to come out. It's there, as plain as day. Q said expand your thinking. We all know there was, I mean, people know about 9/11, so why can't you think, oh, he faked his death? Yeah, he's supposed to have died in 1999. Hillary went for Senate in 2000. They just let her do what she did. They've got to call them out and see what they're doing. Yes, people have died. Hi, but they need to put the plan in progress. Maybe they need to make 4chan. Maybe they made that. That's what people are saying. Yeah, the cabal is worldwide, so it's a massive thing. They didn't even like the limelight. JFK Jr., especially his wife, did not like, you know, MSM and all that. She didn't like it. Supposedly she was meant to be pregnant and stuff like that. So what better thing to do? Fake your death, stay out of the news and everything, and get the plan. He was near enough best buds with Trump. What do people not get? Funny, isn't it, that he got cremated and had a sea burial. We've heard about Watch the Water, and sometimes Watch the Water does mean different things. Hi, MJ. So tired. I've been trying to put on the channel before and no one's listening to me. No one wants to leave it, and they're going off one picture. It's not just one picture. Watch the Water. JFK Jr. loved the water. He had his own boat, the Kennedy Bell, where we go on, we go all. It said that it's supposed to be on. We're supposed to be on his JFK Jr.'s boat. Who's just stepped down from him? What was the name that's just stepped down from Supreme Court? Kennedy. Hello, hello. It's out there everywhere. R is one, which is in the Q post. What's next to Q in the alphabet? It's adding a +1. It is R. Hello. Exactly. If anything, just have an open mind. His plane went in the sea. It was his own plane. What was it? 3 or 5 days later, they were looking for his body. They found bodies. You can't even tell it was him. The pets went missing 2 days after. He took that dog everywhere. The dog's name is Friday. Q used to like posting a lot more on Fridays. The dog is called Friday. Hello. I'm from the UK, guys, and I'm even getting it. My sister, I've red pilled my sister about 3 days ago, and she's looked into it and went, oh my God. And she's not even on Q, and she's like, it totally makes sense. What better way to go for your father's killers than fake your own death? He knew, oh hi Stormtrooper, Star Wars, what better way? He knew the cabal. Who did his mum marry in the mafia? They look after you. He would have known. Looking back in the past. hang on a minute. If you look back in the past, a lot of people in his family got killed. He knew if he ran for that because he was a good person, people like the Kennedys, he'd be assassinated. So what better way to put the plan together than fake your death? We know people fake the death, so it's not out there to think about. People can believe in all this Q stuff and everything that's going on, the satanical rituals, this, that, and the other, and the cults. So why can't you believe a simple thing that I think JFK Kennedy has done the plan and it's been going for years? I'll tell you what, you need to go and watch this video. I don't know if it's got talking on it. If it has, don't listen to that. Look at the people behind Trump who are waving and look at the banner. Get on Twitter, people. You will be watching. The one I saw it on anyway was, and it's called The Truth Is Behind You. They're right there. It's plain as day. I don't know how many times I've been screaming this out on YouTube, on channels for 3 days. I'm absolutely shattered. 5 hours sleep last night. Right. I've watched it on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. He's in the background right there, and there's his wife. You need to keep your eye in the background, because I don't think I can play this. He's there. It says Trump for women. He's got pictures in his hands. He wants to be seen. It's of a van. It's of the Trump mobile. He's got the back of the van. He's got the pictures of the driving license on the back of the van. He's there and his wife's over there. You need to go and watch. I don't know if they're talking on this. Just ignore anything on it. Go and look at the Right Side Broadcasting Network and go and watch it, because it is amazeballs. And I will show you the picture again for those of you who might have just come on, because that ass off. We're knackered. We need a holiday. Right. The van. Let's get the van picture up again. So, there's the pictures. Ugh, hang on. Gone off. I'm glad some of you are on board. I know a lot of you are, and I just can't shout it out enough. Like I said, if it comes out it's not real, fair enough, but I'm sorry. That picture there, right, it says Ruby Cute, which is the name of his wife's cat, but the art is underneath him. Let's go back to there's a picture of him who the same's Vincent, and I'll tell you about his name in a minute. It's got numerology in it. Just listening to other people's channels day in and day out. You've got to go and research. That is her smile. That is, I'm sorry, that is her nose and her smile. That is her. That is her. Undeniable. There's the picture of his van that he's holding up in the background. And let's go to, when you zoom on it, if you can get these pictures, are all over Twitter and that, you zoom out, you zoom it up, obviously, so it's big, and you get this. Write it down, people. ZJF5898. Like I just said, it's numerology. I will say it one more time. Z stands for 26 in numerology. 2 add 6 is 8. 8 means in the Bible resurrection and generation. What did I say it was? The resurrection. I don't know where I put my piece of paper. The resurrection and regeneration, is it? Regeneration. And then JF stands for JFK Jr. 58. He is 58 years now. The 9 and the 8, you add it together, it's 17. It's Q. He's saying, "Here I am, guys. Here's proof." Oh, my people. Let's go to the guy they're saying it is. Oh no, it's a guy called Vincent Fusker or something it is. All right then, people. Should we do the numerology on his name? There it is. We're doing the V and the F because they're someone posted this, but it makes sense. V stands for 22. F stands for 6. Oh, hang on a minute. What? Hang on. Oh. Oh, have I done this wrong? What have I done here? Right. Hang on. So I need my numberology thing. I said this yesterday. I'm so tired. Let me just find my thing that I wrote down. I'm sure this adds up to... You can probably work it out yourself. Where is it? Where are you? I've got that many notes about. I just don't know where I've wrote everything. It's at the front of my book somewhere, I think. Let me have a look. No. Oh my God, someone help me out on this one. I know it's got something in it. I've wrote down what someone wrote down and maybe I've wrote it wrong. I'm not sure. Right, let me write this out. A, B, C, D, E, F, K. Right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Let me see if I can work this out. Right. Yeah, that's 6. V is... Oh, someone's worked this out and I can't work it out now. Oh, I get it. This is why I got confused. Right, this might not make sense. Right, we've got V. So if you look on the numerology, when that means you write the alphabet out, Vincent is 33. Well, someone wrote it out like this, so let's see what this one says. I don't know, but if you write the alphabet out and then put the numbers across the top, right, V is 22. V is 22, right, so V is 22 and F is 6. So 2 add 2 is 4, down to one number. So we're taking the O off, 10. O is 1, plus 1, are you listening? Plus 1. So we're plussing 1 to 17, which is 18, which is R, which means Vincent Fusco, or whatever his name is R, which is... Anybody? JF Kennedy Jr. Hello, did anyone get that one? Because I did. I worked it out then. I couldn't remember what it was because I wrote it down and thought, what the hell? What was the 10 meaning? In numerology, you've got to take it off. It's the 1. Q said plus. Q plus. It's 1. Add 1. Add 1 to Q. It's the next one along. So it's R. What more can I say? And someone in the chat on, you know, where I go over there, oh, Dolly Daydream, you're just a daydreamer. Am I really? I'm daydreaming that much that I'm actually researching and trying to get... Thank you. Like I said, if this turns out to be a lap, which I don't really think it will be, because there's too much proof out there. You're telling me if you don't go and see that video I've told you to watch, you can't see it. Why is he stood there trying to be seen behind Trump? The truth is behind you. The best dreamers are daydreamers because I think outside the box and always have done and will believe stuff. Yes, we've asked for critical thinking, but he also did say expand your mind. The truth is behind you. The truth is behind Trump. Trump looks at them in this video. They are smiling. He's looking for attention. He's waving this big pink, you know, Women for Trump with R on it. It says Ruby Q. It's her cat, but the R is underneath his head. He's got 2 pictures in his hand like this of the van. The back side of the van is showing you. He's signalling to go and look at the number plate. It's all to do with numerology. All this numerology, the R and the 18 are in the Q post. That people have got to go back because future proves past. People are not researching. They fell to sleep because Q's gone for a little bit and no one's researching. They're sat on other channels believing everything. They're not actually researching because they're scared to think, what if it's not real? It doesn't matter. You've still got to research it. Oh, people. Makes sense to me. Fair enough, I'll take they are just sleepwalkers then who ignore such a... I think they're worried. I'm not slagging that site off because I like them. I think they're worried because they've had people on there that have like put disinformation out, so they don't. I think they're worried that if this was, but the thing is, we've had disinformation before. You've still got to go and check it out. It's all over YouTube. Look how many views I got last night on one of them. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Twitter. When you look at the numerology, we know they said the symbolism will be the downfall. We know they work with numbers. We know they work with shapes and stuff like that, symbology. So why are people not thinking, oh yeah, if they can play the game, JFK Jr. is playing the game as well. It's part of the plan. No one said he was Q, but he might have made Q. Q is a group. Someone said yesterday on the chat, Q is not one person. Hello, I know. I didn't say he was Q. He's part of the Q team. Q is not just one person. We say Q like it's one person. Q is a group of people. Do you not think that JFK Jr. knew from his mum later married after his dad died, that knew about the cabal and stuff like that, that he had information that he'd think, yes, the only way he's going to get this plan out to the world to help with... Because don't forget, what's the thing? He's the Punisher. JFK Jr. is the Punisher. That skull thing in the middle of the Q. He's the Punisher. He's going for the people. He's going for his dad's death. Who the killers were. Why do you think he's got a magazine out called George? George who? George who? I'm so tired, honestly, because Q and that and the team and R and everything, it might watch people's videos, because we've been told they watch us. I swear, if you're watching, I need lifelong coffee beans, proper coffee beans sent to me, because staying up, me and my dad are just knackered from trying to help with putting some information out there on my channel, even in the UK, because we're not all awake in the UK, guys, but Trump, you need to come and knock on my door. You need to send me a message. You need to put in a message of a R drop or a Q drop. As in, I was, this is only joking, like, because I was just laughing. Because it's Dolly Daydream. Say something about a doll, and then she isn't a daydreamer. Something like that. And I also said, this is my personality, just having a laugh at the end of this. I said to my dad last night, can you imagine? There's no need to worry, so yes, that will make everyone on these sites. I know, and I have a book down here that's a plain photo book to put photos in, and I haven't used it. I thought I'm going to take pictures of this and put it in a book, because they did say it's going to be, like if you've seen the Q, the Plan to Save the World, the greatest story ever told. I'm going to be older, let's have a laugh now, and I'm going to sit there with my grandkids and go, when your grandma was a young girl, well, 41, she was part of the great plan, here's all the pictures. It was the greatest story ever told. And the kids will be going, like when you go on about the war, well, when I was in the war, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the greatest story ever to be told in history, and your grandma was part of it. Even my little one, he was shouting, go Trump out on a video. You know what I mean? I'm going to take all them pictures, I'm going to put them in a book. It will be the greatest story ever told. Me and my dad said, dibs in on first tickets to see the movie when it comes out. Can you imagine? Might be in it, you never know. But that's just me being daft. But we need more. But my dad just said, someone else has put more stuff out called True Reporting on YouTube. Go and check that out. I've not watched it yet. I'm absolutely knackered. I could do with having sleep. I've had 5 hours sleep. I've not been sleeping because I'm always on something, shouting out in videos. Please go and research. Q told us how to research. You can think what you want, but you need to research. True Reporting, and it's capital letters T.R.U, then reporting, and then you can go and also see the Mile High podcast. But when you go on YouTube, it's not the first ones. You have to scroll right down till you see a little green froggy thing and it says JF Kennedy. Go and watch it. But if you want to go and see the video of them in the background at the Trump rally, it's there. It's plain as day. What did I say it was called? I said it was called the I don't know. I'll find it and I will put it in. I will put it in my links. I don't know how to link it up, but I will write it in after this is finished with where to go and watch that. But it's all there, guys. What more do we need to say? Woo, getting excited. Youngstown Rally. Is that where it was? I'm writing this down. Youngstown Rally. Like I said, you don't have to believe it, but you need to research. You don't need to listen to people going, it's only one picture and it's because I and the Spy said this and he went, no, go research. Q told you to go research. Yes, you can watch all your channels, but people need to research themselves. You know, it's all there, people. How can someone stand there looking a bit disguised because, you know, got a bit of stubble, he's got glasses on, he's got longer hair and a hat on. He's shouting it out. The truth is behind you. He stood behind Trump. Oh. I don't know when this is going to happen, but stuff's going to start coming out. I won't even be surprised if we get something today. If not, it might be next Friday. It will be in the film that everyone loves, that Q to Save the Planet, which if you actually look at now, the numbers and everything add up to R. He's pointing himself, R under Ruby. It's not just the stuff I'm saying. Look at the videos of Ash to go and watch. There's loads of it. It's in past Q posts. He has always said the future proves the past. The truth is behind you. On the JFK Jr. last public interview, he looks behind him when she says that. They're behind him. Behind you also means look at the last posts, even from January. There's lots to do with JFK Jr. We've heard about the bell and all that. Watch the water as well. Oh my God. But like I said, don't take it from me. Go and watch the videos. Snoop about YouTube. Snoop in Twitter. You'll start seeing things. Don't just solely sit on someone's channel. I mean, go on the channel, but don't constantly just sit there waiting for something to happen. Q told you to research. Q has come out. I'll tell you what it is, right? How I see it, and a lot of other people. Q has come about. It took a long time for Q to get going. It's still going, and a lot of people are waking up. And yes, I agree with that. It took a long time. I only came on in January. Word on the street is JFK Jr. is narrating the vibe, the plan to save the world. Exactly. He's older now with a different voice. Q has been rolling for a while, right? Q has been there to get us all on board with it and to go and research yourself. The next phase is to get onto R, because R is the next phase of what's going to come out. And someone said the other day in chat, oh yeah, but it took a long time, you know, it's just because people don't see it. It took a long time for Q to come out. This has come out a lot quicker than Q did. This will roll quicker than Q because Q's already out. We've done it. We've seen the research. Maybe Q won't post because this is there. You've got to start researching. But Q is there to help you to research and question everything. Q, question everything. The next phase, we've been told there's a next phase coming. The next phase is R. Bring the pain. He'll be bringing the pain. He's bringing the pain. He's going after who killed his dad. But also, people might say, what's that got to do with everything else? It's going to blow it right out of the water. Even all this stuff that's going on with what we're watching in court, it's going to blow it out of the water. It'll all come out. It's also going to blow MSM out of the water, and especially CNN. Hello. So anyway, I'm going for a lie down and a look at some other videos. I probably won't, you know, probably not going to sleep again. I felt like I've not slept for ever. 35,000 arrests are in waiting. Exactly. The only thing you've got to think, even if you don't believe it, is if JFK Jr. faked his death, what would the reason be and why would he do it? Wake up, people, please. Anyway, I'm going to go off now and write the videos underneath, and I shall see you soon. Maybe tonight when I've watched some other videos. On it all the time. On it to help. This is what we were told, a hive mind. It's gone global. Everyone's reporting on it. You can't poo-hoo this, people. Please go and watch the videos. Bye.